Good afternoon. Hey, good afternoon. There it is. We are getting ready to apply the epoxy to the peach tumblers that we started yesterday. Don't mind my turner, it's loud. I need a new one. I'm getting a new one actually this weekend, hopefully. This one here stops every so often, but I think I got it to where to go long enough for me to get this cup done. Hey Janet. So this is part 2 to the peach tumbler that we started yesterday. Right now I'm just mixing my epoxy. I have it in a bigger, I use these silicone cups for mixing large batches of epoxy, and since I'm doing 2 cups, 30 mLs would not have been enough. I usually put about 30 mLs on each cup for the first coat of epoxy. I'm gonna also show you how I add the bling in that you see around the cup. It's actually this color here. That yesterday I showed you 2 other cups. I had a gold cup and I went ahead and got that done. So this here is the color that I'm going to apply on this peach tumbler as well. This still needs another coat of epoxy because it's not super smooth like I would like it before putting on decals. We also, during the video, did a wood grain cup, and I did go ahead and get that epoxy. I don't know if you can see that, but it's shiny and done. It's actually ready for decal. It's all the way smooth. I only had to do 1 coat of epoxy on it. I just try and keep it away from the glitter cups because it is a guy cup and it's so hard to keep from having glitter on my cups. So if you can see it, my epoxy is now cleared, which is how we like it. There's a few bubbles, but I'm going to blow those out during the process. You all can ask questions again. I have my tablet so I can see any questions or comments you guys are making. Once again, you gotta excuse my loud turner. It's always been loud. That's not the reason why I'm getting a new one. I'm getting a new one because this one here does not always work properly. So, the only thing we're pretty much doing today on this live is applying the epoxy. So this video will be kind of short and sweet. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments and I can get them answered, because other than that, it takes me about 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 10, to fully cover these cups. So what we'll do, what I normally do is I just pour it on. Just pour it on and rub it around. That's all we're doing. I pour a little towards the edge to make sure I get the bottom. But all we're doing is pouring it on and rubbing it around. I always get some to drop off, which is okay. But first coat of epoxy usually takes a lot of epoxy due to the fact that it's glitter, so it has to soak through. So I will put another coat of epoxy, even if this was smooth enough for me not to. I will still put another coat of epoxy, just because I'm adding more glitter. I am going to be adding more glitter. I'm going to show you all how I add the bling in, which is simple. I'm just going to sprinkle some additional glitter on these cups. Probably should have mixed up just a tad bit more, but I'm going to make this work. Because I'm going to put a second coat of glitter on, epoxy on her anyway. Make sure you get the entire cup fully covered with epoxy. Okay. Just put it in the sink. My two turners are both going two different ways. That's because that one doesn't spin the way that I want it to spin anymore. Okay, I'm gonna get you the band-aid as soon as I'm done. Okay, so we have applied the epoxy. I'm gonna go ahead and smooth it out a little bit more. And this is pretty much it for applying epoxy. You want to make sure you get the cup fully covered. Once again, like I said in the video yesterday and showed, we're using Incredible Solutions epoxy that was purchased on Amazon. What I like to do after applying my epoxy to evenly spread it out, I go ahead and hit it with the heat gun. This is also going to pop any excess bubbles that you have on your tumbler. You don't want to apply too much heat because you don't want to burn your epoxy. So we're pretty much done with that. The last thing I'm going to show you how to do is to apply the little bling to it. I do want to use a glove. This is a chunky glitter, so I can sprinkle it from the cap, but the holes in it are smaller, so I just like, we got some on there already, but I like to just pour a little bit in my hand and just sprinkle it on the cup. This one got some during the opening of that glitter, so I'm not going to put too much on there. Okay, so we have pretty much coated this, put the bling on there, which is honeycomb from Glitter Champ. I really like this color. It's one of my favorite colors. with Glitter Champ. I'm going to go ahead and let this spin. Can y'all be quiet, please, just for a second? I'm going to go ahead and let this go for about 4 to 6 hours, and I'm going to actually put another coat of epoxy on it before I come back, because it's just that simple. I really don't need to be back on live for that, but I am going to do another coat of epoxy, and then I'll probably come back tomorrow to show you how I do the decals. Did anybody have any questions about applying the epoxy? Questions about glitter, epoxy that we're using? I think I named everything and covered a lot of stuff yesterday. But I'll stay on for a few more minutes to see if there's any questions. The first two glitters that are on the cup that we used were Tang from Glitter Champ and Oak Alley from Mr. No Lies. I believe both of those glitters are still upstairs. And then just recently today we added the Honeycomb from Glitter Champ. I'll be sure to check back and answer any questions that anybody may have posted. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow with the live on how to do the decaling.